Spread your legs. Clear. Let's go.
You already know what it is. Your boy Pistol, dog in the yard. Today we got Kaybe in the building. Straight, movie shit, set it off and all that. And you'll see what I'm talking about when you get into it, man. Super legendary interview, straight from the West Coast. He's breaking it down with us. You already know. It's your boy Pistol, dog in the yard. When you in that Tampa Bay area, make sure you reach out to my boy Gus Torres, man. If you want anything that has to do with real estate, man, make sure you hit him up. You get the lowest prices and the finest houses, man. Trust me when I tell you. But don't forget to mention my name. You already know that Pistol P to get you that early discount. And that's my brother, man, Gus Torres. You already know, out in the Tampa Bay area. Make sure you hit him up, man. Sell, buy, invest, all that. Make sure you hit him up, man, because he focused with that out there. Tampa Bay, you already know, it's your boy Pistol, man. Get at me. You already know what it is, your boy Pistol Pete. Welcome to Dog in the Yards, that yard talk. And today we got KB in the building. West Coast in the building. You know what I'm saying? What's up, KB? Pleasure having you, brother. How's everything, man?
Thank you for allowing me.
You know what I'm saying? How you been, man?
I've been all right, man. I've been hanging in there, man.
Okay. So, just a little bit so we go get right into it. Let people know where you from and where you was raised at. What part in LA, California, like where you was raised, how, growing up. How was your growing up? You grew up with your mom, your dad, your siblings, like how many siblings?
Okay. Yeah. I'm from Los Angeles. I'm from West LA. That West Adams district. I'm a blood. I'm a gang member, ex-gang member. You know what I'm saying? I surpassed that shit now. I'm trying to do better things. But I'm a blood, man, from the Rolling 20s, man. You know what I'm saying? From off Adams or whatever. Adams and Normandy, Adams and Crenshaw, anywhere in that district. And, yeah, man, that's pretty much where I grew up at, man. You know what I'm saying? And,
how was it, being raised? Was you raised by your moms and your dad?
Nah, just my mom's, man. Basically, really my grandma. You know what I'm saying? My mom's was in and out, so really my grandma. You know what I'm saying?
My
mom's, yeah. She was in and out the house and shit. She was doing shit. Her shit, whatever the fuck she was doing.
Okay, so your grandmother raised you?
Yeah, pretty much. My grandma and the homies.
Siblings?
Yeah. I got 5 sisters, 1 brother, 1 little brother and shit. Yep.
Okay.
And unfortunately, he followed in the same footsteps.
So
banging and shit.
So you was raised your whole life in gang area, gang.
Oh yeah, my whole life. Gang, drugs, all that kind of shit. Yeah.
So at what age you got yourself in trouble?
I say the first time I was in trouble,
that you can remember.
I was about like 9, 10. Yeah, about 9, 10.
What the fuck you did? What you did?
Yeah, man, I was fucking. I was walking down the street, fucking around, and ran into my cousin and one of his friends, one of his associates and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they was the little lady that pushed the little carts that sell the sodas and the ice creams and stuff. They talking to her. I stopped talking to them. Give her the 5 until they let me get a soda. When she pull out the coin wallet, they snatched the motherfucker. Take off running, look back at me like, you better come on. So I take off running behind them, get down the street, open it up. They split it up. It's about $80. We split it up 3 ways, not knowing that the lady had just seen them in front of where we stayed at prior to walking up to where they caught her at. You know what I'm saying? So then she come right back with the police right to where we stayed at. Gaffle us up. We all go to jail and shit. Get arrested.
So y'all go to the station house?
We all go to the station or whatever.
And what happened?
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man.
You was a juvenile?
Yeah, I was a juvenile. They called my grandmother to come get me and shit. She took us home, whooped us or whatever. I had to pay back with it. But see what it was, as soon as I got home and they said, when we got out there and they was like, the police is outside or whatever, I immediately broke in the room and hid my money. Stashed it, boom, boom, boom. So when they got me, I ain't had no money. I'm like, I ain't had no money, ain't lying. I didn't do nothing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
you was just standing there.
Yeah, so they got their money took or caught with their money or whatever. So after we get out, hours later or whatever, get our whooping, I go in the stash and get my money. Boom. Stuff my money.
So you was focused.
You know yeah. I was
all right,
sharp,
so after that, before that, how long it took you before you went back to prison? Or to jail?
Prison jail? Shit, that was about like 10. I said when I was about like Probably like 12. Couple
So at
years
12,
later.
so 3 years later, you went back to
Like 2 or 3 years later, yeah, I was already back
For
in
what?
jail. But I had, I think it was either for like a gun or some dope or something like that, like gun or dope. I know I went to jail for gun and dope when I was 12.
And you was a juvenile.
Yeah.
And what happened with that?
Stayed in juvenile hall for a while.
Like
For
how
a few
long?
months, probably like 4 or 5 months or whatever. Got put
Okay.
on probation, came home
Okay.
or whatever.
And then
Then that kind of like happened every year after that. Like 13, 14, 15. And then by the time I went to like juvenile hall, either for a gun, dope, some kind of case or whatever, robbery, burglary.
so when did you went to jail
The hard
as an
shit?
adult? Yeah, as an adult.
When I was 16.
16.
I was tried as an adult for an armed bank robbery.
Okay.
So at 16, I went and did an armed bank robbery, ski mask, go in there, like, set it off. Everybody lay down.
You have a lot of fucking
You know what I'm
heart.
saying? And
You went in there with all that and just
yeah, bro. What it was, like, I had did one before. My boys had already did one when they was like 15.
Mm.
I just didn't have the heart to do it. I was a hustler. I sold dope. I sold anything that you wanted to buy if I can get it at a cheaper price. I don't give a
Just to
fuck what it
survive.
was, just to survive. I knew how to hustle. So if these motherfucking phones was going on the market for $10 and you willing to pay $12 for it, I go buy a shitload of them for $8, try to talk it down, sell it to your ass for $12.50. You know what I'm saying? So anything but I knew how to sell dope. So I knew how to sell dope when I was like 10, 11. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I always been around that shit. So I always knew
From your neighborhood?
Yeah, from my neighborhood, my mom's, you know what I'm saying? Homies over there. So I knew I can take $100 and turn that shit into 200. Just got to keep going and keep flipping it until I got to amount to buy whatever the fuck I was aiming to
So
buy.
at 16, you robbed you.
At 16, I said, fuck it. My boys had did it when they was like 15, probably 14, 15. And I was like, fuck it, I ain't doing that. I'm scared to do that shit. I'm just gonna keep selling dope. And their money came and went so fast, boom, boom, in and out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was like, fuck that. I'm back. I'm still floating. I'm serving. I'd rather sell dope and hustle. So by the time I turned 16, it wasn't intentional. My homie hit me. A nigga I looked up to hit me. One of my older homies was like, I got a lick for us to get some bread. Meet me over here. I'm like, all right. Thinking it's some, I don't know, some kind of lick. Not no fucking
Some
lick.
regular robbery
Yeah,
shit.
regular robbery shit. So I go meet him, and he meeting some other niggas, and they got to discussing and shit, and he like, bring another homie with you or whatever. So I'm like, all right, another little homie. So I brought another little homie my age, 16. We get there, meet up with him. It's like 9 in the morning, 8 in the morning. He like, so yeah, I don't want his bitch ass to go. I'm like, that's my boy. He like, nah, he gave me a feeling I think he a bitch or whatever. And I'm like, man, come on, let him go, man. You know what I'm saying? Let him, it's my boy, man. He down. He ain't no bitch. He like, I heard some shit. Long story short, he like, all right, he can go. Fuck it, since you can't find nobody else. Then he say, all right, this the plan. It's a bank. And I'm like, oh, shit. I'm out. I don't do banks. That ain't what the fuck I do. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I just turned 16. I'm like, I'm good. My boy, like, fuck that. Come on, nigga. Like, let's go. Get the fucking money. Let's go. So I'm like, fuck. All right, come on, let's go. We go. We pass. Get home, get the money. Shit, everything's successful.
So y'all went.
Yeah, everything's successful.
What y'all wore the masks on?
Yeah, mask, everything, ski mask.
Was it
bank
an
home,
arm?
bank. Yeah, on bank robbery. You
So-
know, you watch Set It Off, right, nigga?
Yeah.
Just
So
like
it was
that.
on and popping, set it
On and
off,
popping,
the
yeah,
mask
ski
on and
mask,
on.
everything, yeah.
It was 3 of y'all.
It was so it was a
And y'all got away.
We got away.
And then what
whatever.
happened?
Blew the money. The money was going fast or whatever. Got about 200,000-300,000. I didn't get that much. I ended up getting like 50, 60. Blew that fast. I got a kind heart, so I give out. I giving anybody I thought needed some money or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it. I was.
You felt
blessed
like you was rich with that bread.
Yeah. It was going fast. I was overgiving, overkind. But so now, motherfuckers is like, let's do another one. Other motherfuckers is coming to me older than me, like, nigga, let's do one. I know you can do another one. Let's do another one. Take me on one. I'm like, all right, we're gonna do another one. So ended up linking up with some other homies that was a little older. We masterminded some shit. Made an attempt to go, make it happen, and just didn't succeed. Ended up getting caught. Got caught. That shit was on the news and shit. You know, it was on the news, newspaper. Went to jail.
What year was that?
97.
Okay.
Yeah, they tried me as an adult, even though I was a juvenile.
Did you have some other paperwork, or could we find it?
I don't got any paper.
Okay,
I don't know
just
if you
ask
can
it.
look it up. You probably can look it up.
Yeah, so just ask it because we're gonna need it probably
Yeah, you
later.
probably can look it up. But motherfucker, I went to juvenile hall and shit, and it was taking me to adult court. in downtown LA and shit, like an adult, but keeping me in a tank by myself. And the motherfuckers found me. They turned me over to the feds. Had it. The feds
I was gonna ask you. Didn't they turn it to the feds?
Yeah, the feds was like, they like, we don't have no juvenile at the time, 97. They didn't have no juvenile federal system. You had to be 17 and a half to be eligible to go to the feds.
Okay.
So the feds dropped my case. Say, we drop your case. Boom, bam, right there in the courtroom. And immediately, the DA, like, I'm state of California. On behalf of the state of California, we'd like to file a charge against this man, whatever the fuck my name was. Bam, state filed a charge. State of California picked up the charges. I never left out the courtroom.
So they picked it up. The feds dropped it, and they
picked it up immediately.
So then you went to the state jail.
I went back to juvenile hall and just kept fighting it as an, as an adult.
As an adult.
Yeah, got found guilty, pled on a deal.
How much time they gave you?
5 years, 2 strikes.
5 years.
2 strikes. See, the 2 strikes is no matter if you get a 3rd strike, no matter what the fuck you do, you go to jail for life, 25 to life. You know what I'm saying? So that was a setup that I wasn't looking at. You know what I'm saying? So as a youth, knowing where the fuck I live at, the chances are high that I'm gonna get into some kind of more trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're gonna get that last strike.
Yeah. Not only that they gave me 5 years, they gave me 5 years with halftime. So I only had to do damn near barely 3 off that. You know what I'm saying? Went to YA for a little while.
What's that?
Youth Authority.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? For youth. Got kicked out of YA for fighting, inciting riots and shit like that or whatever, and got sent to prison. As soon as I turned 18, I got sent to prison or whatever. Stayed in the hole for a while. Then got sent
what prison you got sent to?
Ironwood. Shit is up north California and shit, like, I don't know, like 10, 11 hours away and shit from here.
Wow, you was far away from all
I
that.
was far away from all. Yeah, I only got 2 visits.
So
the whole
I
time
bet.
I was there.
I bet.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
So you spent the rest of what years there? You did in the
I only
state?
did like a year, probably like a year there. Like
okay.
A year, a little bit
now how was that?
Shit was crazy.
You know, the transition from going to the juvenile to a real jail.
To prison,
adult,
yeah, it was crazy. But see, what the difference was is that there was a lot of mature motherfuckers there who handled themselves differently. And I was immature coming from a youth authority who we used a lot of politics, a lot of immature antics, like
a lot of immaturity.
Yeah, immaturity. Like
a lot of
you're a Crip, I'm a Blood.
Yeah,
we can't share cups.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He can't say cuz within so many feet of me, you busting my ears. We gotta get down. That kind of childish shit.
Yeah.
So I kind of went to prison with that immaturity.
With that mentality.
So they looked at me as, wow, a problem. Like, this little motherfucker crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of worked in my favor a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then I was a little off. Like, I wasn't crazy, but I was down for whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you wasn't soft. You was with it.
You know what I'm saying? So it kind of like, kind of went like that. You know what I'm saying?
So you got did you get into any altercations the time that you spent in the state? You know, independent,
in state, the time that I spent in the state.
Like, did you get into any altercations? Or have you ever seen anything that you would never forget?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that you could be like, you know what, P, this shit was so crazy.
Yeah, and youth authority, as soon as I got to YA, the fucking reception is the fucking reception, and motherfuckers go there for 90 days just to see if you can handle YA, if you fit for YA and all that shit. I didn't get a chance to. I was
So they locked you up for 90 days?
In youth authority reception. Before you get to the main youth authority, the YA, before you get to the main jail, they'll keep you at this small jail just to see if you even fit. To even get sent on to this kind of jail. Some people ain't fit. Like, man, you ain't fit. You learned your lesson. They'll send you back to juvenile hall or let you go home or send you to placement.
Okay.
I was managed. The reception, you got to go through the reception to get to the main one, regardless, whether you're going for 90 days or not. I was one of the motherfuckers that was going to reception as a state layover until I got to my main.
Yeah.
So I done seen motherfuckers come there and couldn't handle their little 90-day observation and hang themselves. You know what I'm saying? All kind of kids, 15, 16, 14, 13, 12, 16, 18, hanging themselves because, like, this shit was too much pressure. And then you got other motherfuckers in there, it's gang banging in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so how was it, you as a Blood going into the state?
To prison?
And you was, like you said, you was, you ready to get busy on whatever.
It was immature different because, I wasn't around no Bloods that I knew, really.
Oh.
I was up around a bunch of up north Bloods. And they blood was a little different than my blood or whatever, but we was all embraced. Like I didn't know none of them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how they programmed and none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm from California. I'm from LA. I'm from South Central. They from 8 hours away. Bloods. You know what I'm saying? I never communicated with
So
them.
even if they bloods and they from the other side, they different. They don't follow the same structure, the same rules?
Pretty much we do because we in prison. Bloods is bloods, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's different from being around a bunch of motherfuckers. That's like going to a foreign country. Yeah, we all got black skin. I ain't never been to Africa. I don't know how the fuck they gonna talk and treat me when I get over there. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, I represent black, but that don't mean I'm embraced over there.
True.
They can say, yeah, well, you cool, but who I'ma laugh and joke and talk to or converse with when I don't speak we speak the same language possibly sometimes, but I don't, you understand? You know what I'm saying?
It's just not the same.
It's just wasn't the same, but it was cool though, you know what I'm saying? I did get into some shit up in there.
What kind of shit you got into?
Shit, one of my homies had, I ain't even gonna bring that up. The nigga had just got us into some shit. He didn't stay down for it, and I had to pick up the slack for the shit, you know what I'm saying? Which is go out there and stand up for it because we represent the same neighborhood and shit. You know, didn't nothing happen, nobody got stabbed or nothing like that, nobody had a fight or no shit like that. But when you get 25, 30 dudes to 25, 30, 40, 50 dudes, and I don't know how many got knives over here, how many got knives over here, and everybody is heated in tension, that's some deep shit, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't know who life can get took at that moment. So like I say, nothing happened to nobody, but just the intensity of it going like that was something deep for me, you know what I'm saying?
The tension and all that.
Yeah, the tension of him leaving me stranded and shit on the situation and shit. But that was about it as far as that time to prison or, that
moment.
Time to prison, yeah.
So did you go home? You did your 5 years?
Yeah, I did. No, I only did end up doing a little bit over 3 off that.
Okay.
I had to do the whole 3
Oh, okay.
5. And I was supposed to do 2.5, but I called time in there and shit, fighting and shit like that. YA.
So you kept fighting and all that little fights got you extra time and all that?
Yeah, that was in YA though.
Okay.
But since I was tried as an adult, which means that I was initially supposed to have been sent to prison, but we got a space for you here in the youth authority with people more your age. Since you're only 16, 17, we'll put you here. But anytime you get in trouble, we're going to write it up as if you was in prison. So by the time I got to prison, I have high-ass level 3 points finna go to a level 4, and I had never been to prison and did shit in prison yet. Right. They was like, so every time you fucked up in YA, we was counting it in prison. Because we knew, I don't know if they knew I was going to eventually be there or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck. But but I got out, stayed out about 10 and a half, 11 months. Fucking caught another case. Fucking dope case.
Drug case?
Dope drug case, yeah.
And then you wound up going back to jail?
Going back to prison, for another 3.5 years.
Wow. So how was that going back for 3.5 years?
That shit was crazy because I had ended up making a baby, my first child, in that 11 months I was out.
So it was a different vibe now.
Man, it was crazy. Yeah, the whole different vibe and shit, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it was crazy.
Now you going to jail and you just had your girl just had the baby? Or?
Yeah, just had the baby.
So you just went in jail and then you didn't really get to...
Yeah, she was like 31 days old or some shit like that. Bro, that shit fucked me up. But,
so when you came home, how old was your baby?
About to be 4.
Wow. Yeah, so how was that?
It was cool because I immediately bonded with her. Me and my girl stayed together for, I think, like 2 years. With the time I was in jail, and you know how shit goes.
Yeah, shit breaks off and shit like that.
So I didn't see my daughter for like the last year and a half.
So she was hanging out for 2 years and a half, and now 2.5 she was gone.
So when I got out, me and my daughter bonded. You know what I'm saying?
It was tight.
You know what I'm saying? It was
of course.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
But while you was in there, it must have been difficult. I mean,
motherfucker, hell yeah.
You know, going to jail, you just gave birth to your daughter. You like, what the fuck? I'm in prison and shit. I can't hug my kids. Can't do shit.
Then nobody being there for you and shit. You know what I'm saying? Knowing my heart and how I get out and how I give. A lot of shit I heard was even motherfuckers I gave money to, like, remember when you had robbed that bank? Like, how the fuck can I forget? Well, you only gave me, and I heard you gave, what's her name or what's his name this? I'm like, all right, fuck it don't matter. Like, give me something. Yeah, it was ugly, man.
So you was on your own?
In prison for the most part. Yeah, I had my grandma looking out, but I had other family members incarcerated and shit, so I felt like their need was more important than mine. Like, I'll figure it out. I'll hustle. I'll figure it the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So I gambled in prison and shit, and then somehow, some way, God always sent me a female who wanted to look out for me and love me and take care of me. So that shit always fell through. I always had a.
So you had somebody come through and visit you and stuff like that?
Yeah, it was always moments. Nobody, like, it was like 3 months with this bitch, 6 months with this bitch, 4 months with this broad, 2 months with this broad.
Yeah, you just have
back
friends
to that
coming
broad
through.
that was there 5 months ago. I thought you said you was getting under 6 months, bitch. I thought I was too. They gave me more time. Now she back writing. Little shit like that.
Right.
Only got 3 more months to go.
So that's how you got your time and you did your time.
You know what I'm saying? Gamble
so then just 3.5 years, you gamble and you have little visits from...
Yeah.
So you came home, what year?
04.
And have you been in jail since?
Yeah. Because after I came out in 04, I had a 4-year parole till.
Okay.
3, they added an extra year. And I was still living in the neighborhood when I paroled and had nowhere else to live, you know what I'm saying? Still living in the neighborhood and still hustling a little bit or whatever to survive and shit. And that goes back into what we was talking about, the association, just being around.
Break that down to me. So you came home and now you back to your neighborhood.
Called violation. Violation for just being in my community and being around.
Back to your neighborhood.
Well, I lived there. I didn't have no choice. But
that's what I'm saying.
But the police looked at it like, you hanging out, you hanging and banging. If I see you walking down the street, and especially if you walking with another person on parole or
gang
a fucking gang member and shit, yeah.
You done.
I got a parole violation. The one I was telling you about, my brother, that's my god brother. I got another parole violation for being with my biological brother.
Break it down. Tell me how you got violated.
All right, my little brother was out here fucking up. He in the hood every day, being active or whatever the fuck he doing. My mom said, man, you need to pick him up. When I got out, I ended up moving up about 2 hours away from my neighborhood or whatever, where my girl was living at with my kids or whatever. Kind of like a little more quiet and, a little more subtle. So, kind of like changing the shit so I can get away from the bullshit. So, he said, come down here and snatch up your little brother, spend some time with him, take him up there with you, keep him out of shit. I'm like, all right. Take the motherfucker up there with me. We chill for about a week. Chill, relax or whatever. He said, I'm ready to get back down there. I got some shit I need to handle. All right, boom. We get back down to the neighborhood or whatever. We rolling around. See a few homies hanging out, standing outside, conversing with each other, chopping it up. Pull up, hop out, start chopping it up with them. More homies pull up. Now it's about 15, 20 motherfuckers on the block, chopping it up. Because these motherfuckers say, oh, we just came from having breakfast. It's about 10 o'clock. We just came from having breakfast from somewhere or whatever.
Right.
So, yeah, we all talking. They got bottles of Hennessy. Some people smoking weed. Police pull up. They say, hey, y'all, there's too many of y'all out here huddling. Y'all need to disperse. Some of y'all need to disperse. It's all right. Cool. Appreciate y'all ain't fucking with us. About a good 6 or 7, 8 of us leave from there, go to the park in our neighborhood, which is a couple of streets up. Now we in the park, it's doing the same thing, conversing and shit.
Vibing and shit. Same
motherfucking police pull up. Boom, hop out, walk in the park. Anybody in here on probation or parole? I'm an honest motherfucker. First thing I say, yeah, I'm on parole or whatever. Oh, come here. Come to the side, put my hands behind my back. Throw me in cuffs. Anybody else? Another homeboy say, I'm on parole. Come here, snatch him up. My little brother say, I'm on parole too. Come and snatch him up. Boom. Now they take us all out to the car. They're running everybody. They get to one of my homeboys. One of my homeboys say, well, we can't find your parole shit in our system. So they take the cuffs off of him and let him go or whatever. He on federal parole. They can't find this shit. They say, well, we violating y'all too. Like, for what? They like, for being together. Just for y'all even being around each other. Both of y'all on parole. I'm like, no, hold on, sir. It's my little brother. We just came from where we came from 2 hours away.
That's your brother?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even be over here like that. You don't even know me. He said, yeah, that's the problem. I don't know you. I said, yeah, that's why you don't know me, because I don't be hanging out no more. I ain't with that shit no more.
Yeah, you ain't out there.
The motherfucker said, yeah, and that's why I'm going to violate you. You know what I'm saying? I said, damn, so he violated both of us. Gave me 4 months flat, gave my little brother 10 months flat for being around each other.
That's fucked up, man. That's
back in prison. Then, as soon as I get
what that's called?
It's called parole violation.
No, but what that's called?
A parolee, 2 parolees can't be around each other. Period.
Okay. Is it an injunction? What
it's not even an injunction. The injunction is more in depth than that. You can't even just be around another gang member. Period.
So you can't just be with no out here. If you're another affiliated, another gang member, y'all can't be together. Period.
If you got an injunction on you.
And how you get that?
By your neighborhood doing excessive amounts of shit. Like,
your name being out there a little bit.
Well, no, I ain't even gonna say that. It's to their discretion, the police discretion on who they want to put an injunction on, who they feel a high volume of crime is happening, and you know what I'm saying, and some shit like that. So yeah, that's kind of how that shit go or whatever, you know.
So since your last bid, you came home.
I won my last bid, bro. I fucking went back again.
You said you went back again?
Yeah, because I caught another fucking case, like fucking, all right, like I say, got out, living in my neighborhood, so I'm walking around over there every day in my community, going to the park. See, might be with a home. The police stop you every day. You know what's up with you. They can just stop, they may stop you 2 or 3 times a day. Like I say, what they gonna do, they gonna say, you got anything on you, let us search you, boom. You on probation or parole, even if you ain't, you just don't wanna subject yourself to the bullshit. So you might be like, go ahead, turn around, let them, they search you and shit. You really can't stop them anyway. They do that anyway. Then they turn you around and they pull out these cards, called a FI card, a field information card.
Okay.
They put they say, what's your name? Tell me your name. Date of birth, we live at, phone number and all that shit if you want to. Where you from? Oh, where we at? Rolling 20s? Okay, then you're from Rolling 20s. What they call you? You can say, they don't call me nothing. I ain't with that shit no more. Fuck that. What they used to call you. All the bullshit. Come on now. You want to make a problem? You want us to take you in? What they used to call you. I mean, they used to call me Smooth. Yeah. But that ain't me no more. Or they call me Smooth. Mm-hmm. You can just say, yeah, they call me Smooth. Fuck. Damn. So you don't know, but on that paper where it's a gang moniker, Smooth. Now, you just told them that your gang name was Smooth. Well, you just told them that your name was Smooth, but they just put it down as your gang name is Smooth. So they do that to you every day or twice a day. When you catch a case, no matter what the fuck it is, they come in and saying, well, we want to add a gang enhancement on it. Well, how do you figure he's a gang member? Because every day we seen him in this West Adams District community, and
we just built that.
That's smart. See, now you understand.
Yeah.
So and every day we stopped him and asked him who he was and where he was from, and this is who he told us and what the fuck he told us. Rolling 20s, Smooth.
Yeah, same shit.
How we not a gang member? This is what so now, but then you get somebody who topped that and come in and say, well, where the fuck did I sign? Because I don't know what the fuck you wrote on the paper. I don't know what you was writing. You could have been writing it under sexuality and then put Smooth. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You could have said, are you married? And what are you married to? And I said a woman. And then under orientation, you put woman. I don't know, motherfucker, what's on that paper. So I never signed when you put what's my gang name, where I'm from down. Yeah, what's my affiliation or whatever. But that's something for you to litigate in court. And for the jury to decide, is it factual on what this officer is saying as you a gang member or not? So bam, back to that shit. Yeah. So I'm in the neighborhood. I ain't committing no crimes. I was committing crimes. I've been in jail. But they are stopping me every day when they see me just because they know they could. And they doing that card shit. Mm-hmm. So they see me with a certain individual here and there a couple of times. Stop us, take a couple pictures of our tattoos and shit. They do that too. And a crime happened over there. I get out of prison. I got long cornrows. About a month, 2 months after me being out, I cut them off. Start wearing my hair real short. Mm-hmm. You know, changing my dress code and shit. You know what I'm saying? Stop looking so thuggish or whatever. Just trying to be a little different or whatever. And carry myself different. A crime happened over there. The police took pictures of me throughout this time. Like I said, they damn near stopped me every day. So within like a year of me being out around, a crime happened. Somebody got kidnapped, armed robbed from the park in my neighborhood or whatever. I knew nothing about it. Here it is. About 4 months after it happened, they come kick my door and raid my house, take me to jail or whatever. Now I'm fighting double life on 2 kidnapped for ransom from some motherfucking kids. I don't even know at the park, some Armenian kids that was at my park playing basketball.
Right.
So what it was is that they did a lineup of the pictures of the people whoever the fuck they suspected of robbing these dudes or whatever. Yeah. Showed them the lineup, and they showed them pictures and put me in the lineup. The pictures that they showed them of me is when I first got out of prison. You got to go to your parole officers, let take pictures all your time. And it was pictures of me with long cornrows coming down. My hair was real long, like that, long cornrows. So, but mind me, I was out 2 months, cut my hair off to a bald head to really short, you know, brushable style hair. And this crime happened 4 to 6 months after I was out. Why the fuck would you show them pictures of me? So when they looked at the pictures of me with the cornrows, they say, well, we ain't saying it's him, but if it looked like anybody, it would look like him. Because whoever did it had cornrows or had braids or whatever. Right, so they like, it would look like this guy right here. Well, they used that, and I fought that shit for 11 months, double life. For the rest of my life, fought that shit for 11 months. Then we go to trial, and the motherfucker get on the stand. They say, you see the dude who robbed you in court? He said, no. They say, well, the judge said, well, hold on. Well, why would you pick that dude in the lineup? He said, well, I never picked him out. I said, if it looked like somebody, it would look like him.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or whatever. But the DA and the police, they pushing it, saying for sure it's me. Then the police gang expert, they were trying to give me an extra, besides double life, extra 10 years for gang enhancement. Police get up on the stand. Oh, I be in the neighborhood every day. I see this dude. He's a real gang member. I know he probably has something to do with this crime and all this other shit. So they cross-examine. My lawyer cross-examined him. They say, so you see him every day since he been released from prison? Yeah. And then when he got out, he had long cornrows, and he got out. He tried to cut his hair so he could be low-key. He would wear glasses sometimes. So we wouldn't recognize him.
Try to disguise himself.
Right? They say, well, how soon did he do that? He kind of like immediately after he got out of prison. But we knew who he was. Cool. When did this crime happen? This crime happened at this month. That's like 6 months after he got out of prison. Yeah. So 6 months after he got out of prison, when this crime happened, he didn't have long cornrows. Oh, no, because he had cut his hair trying to be low-key. Well, he couldn't have possibly been the dude who had long cornrows who committed this crime.
Because he had corn.
I cut my hair 2 months after I got out. The crime happened 6 months after I got out. The police showed them pictures of me when I first got out. You know what I'm saying? So 6 months later, fuck no, I didn't have no cornrows. He said it on the stand. So did he have cornrows in June? Because I got out in January. Did he have cornrows in June? No, he didn't have cornrows in June because he had already cut his hair as soon as he got out, trying to be conspicuous and look low-key.
Yeah. Trying to switch up.
You just solved the case for yourself, motherfucker, because this crime happened in June. So if I didn't have cornrows in June, why the fuck is you showing him? I couldn't have been the guy who did it. Why did you show him pictures of me with cornrows? Oh, that's all the pictures we had. This is what he looked like when he was released from prison in January. But you said in March I cut my hair.
Yeah.
So you know I don't got long cornrows no more. Why the fuck you showing the victims pictures of people with cornrows? Of me. You know I don't got cornrows. You said that yourself. We stop me every day in this community, and I cut my hair trying to be low key. So that you proved it yourself that I didn't have cornrows at the time that this crime happened. So I couldn't have been the motherfucker. Immediately, boom, filed a 995 motion for dismissal. Judge was like looking at the police like, what the fuck? Dismissed it, dropped it off. But I had to fight it for 11 months.
Yeah.
Now I'm facing double life. You know what I'm saying?
That shit wasn't easy.
That shit was crazy. Yeah, man.
So since that 11 month, what you been doing? Did you go back to jail since?
Yeah.
Any encounters? With the cops, with the police?
Yeah, man. I started doing shout out to the homie Skip, man. Second Call. I started doing this youth intervention shit. You know what I'm saying? My brother-in-law was doing this youth intervention, and he always tried to pull me in. I always knew what he did. I just, fuck it, I gotta survive, so I'm going to the hood. I'm finna hustle.
You was doing some others.
Then I started having more kids too. So he pulled me in with that. And I was doing that with him. It wasn't even Second Call. I think it was Unity 1. Then it became Second Call. He did his own. But I started doing that with him and shit. Went to the class. Graduated the class or whatever, and I really was inspired to, help youth and do that and try to inspire these dudes to do something, be like what he was doing. But then I started going to a couple of fucking meetings to where kids was like, I don't want to hear what this nigga talking about, like this, whatever I'm from, or this Crip, you know what I'm saying? That's for blood, I don't want it. And I was like, well, fuck you. I don't want to help you then. If you want to look at me like that, then I had to check myself and like, well, he gonna be his way. That's your job and your goal is to help change him. You supposed to be changed already, so you supposed to expect it of him. So I felt like I wasn't ready. So I backed out of doing that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I backed out.
Yeah, because you started getting your feelings too.
You know what I'm saying? So I said, let me research myself and better myself. Yeah, exactly. Then I'll come back to doing that shit. But whenever I still ain't really went back. But whenever he reached out to me for anything, any kind of speaking, peace thing, I'm there for him. That's how I got involved with the Nipsey thing and all that, the funeral and all that shit.
So since then things changed. Now you're available for shit. Now you want to help. Now you got a different perspective and all that.
Yeah. And then I started I got a gang of little homies who bang and also rap as well. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Some of them, I got a bunch of little dudes who rap and wanna bang. You know what I'm saying? I try to steer them like I don't really fuck with the banging stuff too much. You know what
So
I'm
you
saying?
don't do too much supporting on that.
Nah, my thing is to guide them away from that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like nigga, you ain't finna
Stay
get
to
shit
the
out of
music
that.
and all that.
Stick to the music.
Yeah, do
now,
some other
if
shit.
you bang, I can't pull you away from what you do. I would love to steer you and guide you and show you something different. Then maybe you can make a decision on what the fuck you want to do, on which side of the road you want to be on. You know what I'm saying?
You.
Because shit, banging only gonna give you two things. And I ain't, you know, I did it on my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I still represent like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But
What's those two things? Let it be known for the youth.
It's gonna get you in jail, either for the rest of your life or for a very long motherfucking time, and lonely as fuck. All that, ain't nobody sticking by your side. Mama
right,
might,
let them know.
mama might. You know what I'm saying? Or dead. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers make it and they be in chairs for the rest of their life. So, you know, if you want to call them a pass. Yeah. But other than that, them the two things that's gonna get you. I knew that when I was doing it. I still wanted to do it. And did it with a passion. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, because I was pretty much kind of like,
some people
been into it my whole life.
Sometimes you just gotta go through it in order to change.
Yeah, that LA County is a motherfucker.
So go ahead.
Yeah, break that down. Man.
You know how the LA County is. So it's like, you know, you got
Say the LA County. Yeah.
LA County, you got blacks, and blacks is broke down. So within the blacks, you got Bloods, Crips, non-affiliates means I ain't associated with no gang or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just black.
Like neutral and shit.
Neutral. When you come to this is LA County, and then you got whites and Southsiders and Paisanos. Paisanos pretty much are Southsiders, pretty much for the most part. Just older Southsiders, older Mexicans who don't or some of them younger too. They just don't represent a specific gang. You know what I'm saying? 13 or whatever, or a specific gang. But when it comes to fucking Southsiders, yeah, man, it's all separated. They all the Mexicans, they all get along. They do their own thing. All the Southsiders do their own thing, and all the blacks do their own thing. I didn't been in there. I didn't walked in the county jail. See, I'm Mexican and black. You know what I'm saying? I'm Mexican and black. I'm Hispanic and black, or whatever. My last name is Hispanic. Is a Hispanic last name, but I grew up my whole life black, around all blacks or whatever, and representing the gang or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that changed the dynamics of things or whatever. But when you walk in that county, I didn't walk in there with my hair low and cut off to where Southsiders immediately said, "What's up, homie?" Start to offer me shit, thinking I'm a Southsider because my last name, you know what I'm saying, and then I guess my appearance, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. When my face be shaving, hair be
like, okay, a little Spanish, okay,
yeah,
he's Southside.
Yeah, and I can speak and understand a little Spanish too.
So you Spanish, your last name is Spanish.
Yeah. And then when I shaving and cutting my hair off and shit,
right,
I probably look a little more Mexican than I do black or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm an old nigga with braces and shit right now. I just gotta be able to afford them. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, I be looking at Hispanic, and I done heard Mexicans having conversations like, is that a homie? Is that a homie or is that for black? You know what I'm saying? Right. Being uncertain and shit.
Yeah, of course, they're not sure.
Shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that should be crazy now. I ain't never personally experienced having to decide, motherfuckers saying, well, you can't, because I done been in dorms where motherfuckers been, that's Mexican and black. And they kind of probably look a little more than Hispanic than I did or whatever. And Mexicans have been like, that fool can't be in this dorm. You know what I'm saying? Or it had been blacks that's from Hispanic gangs, and you be like, that fool can't be in this dorm with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you black, you supposed to be over here with us. Your skin darker than mine, but you talking about you are from a South Side gang. But that's how it is in LA County and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's the shit you got to go through.
It's the shit you kind of got to go through. And shit, I was in there and shit. Like I told you, when I did that violation. As soon as I get there, about like 2 or 3 days after I get there, fucking riot kick off. All throughout LA motherfucking county and shit, you know what I'm saying? I got stabbed right here in the lip. I got stabbed right here in the eye and shit, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, that shit was crazy than the motherfucker. Some Mexicans. Southsiders, some Mexicans, yeah. Yeah. That's how it was back then, you know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who personally the individual was, but I don't hold no grudge. That's what it was, you know what I'm saying? That's just the way, I got off on some too.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I was getting off on them in YA, but and some of them I didn't got into with in YA and seen in prison, and we didn't shook and hugged him like, damn, fool, we was tripping and whining like a motherfucker, huh? Like, yeah, we was young, we was crazy. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, it'd be like that, you know what I'm saying? And pretty much half of them we all live damn near in some of the same communities and shit, you know what I'm saying?
But when you go in there,
it's
separate off the road.
Bro, I got Southsiders who did my tattoos. I've been knowing since I was 12. I got my first tattoo at 11. So, LA, once we hit LA County, now I'm grown. He already a little older than me, but once I done hit LA County, it's like, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? At a distance like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And if we talk, it's like, what's up? We talking from here to here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
we giving each other space.
Yeah, we not all up under each other because we can't do that. Now on the streets, we like, what's up, fool? Eat, you got something to eat? Eat in each other's house, share a drink or something.
I feel you.
That once we hit that county,
that's crazy, man.
You gotta play your role. You can't, you gotta be right there, and I gotta be right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't. It's just how it is, bro.
It's not easy.
You know what I'm saying? Now, maybe you can get away with some blood and Crips doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But
let me ask you one last question.
Yeah.
What you feel about jail reform? Is
reform?
it necessary?
Fuck yes, reform, man. You ever been in LA County? I don't know about LA. I only know about the jails I've been involved in. I've been all in California jail, California prison, LA County. You know what I mean? So that motherfucker, fuck yeah, need a reform, man. I was in that motherfucker, bro. They got 4-man cells with 6 to 8 motherfuckers in there. You know what I'm saying? I was sleeping on the floor, bro, on the mat. Like a motherfucker. And it's normal, like, you know what I'm saying? That's get the third bunk.
So you saying the cells is designed to put 4 inmates.
Yeah, they'll put 6 to 8. They'll put 6 to 8, yeah. They'll put at least 6.
And you sleep in the floor?
On the floor, or you can probably take your sheet, tie it up, and make a hammock from one side of the bunk to the next.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ain't been in jail in a while lately, bro. Honestly, bro. Last time I've been arrested.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, on the real, like a motherfucker.
That's what
years,
you want.
bro. I ain't, I'm
that's what it is.
I'm a little old. So, I've been around for a while. But, I've been moved on to more positive shit from there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Last time I was arrested was for marijuana, for not having my weed card on me, and my weed card was expired for 11 days. It was 11 days expired. Motherfuckers arrested me and shit, driving on the freeway with some weed. But that was about that was years ago, like 8, 9 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Since then, you've been home.
Yeah, I've been
you've
pretty
been
much
chilling.
cool.
Positive vibe.
Yeah, all positive vibe, man. Made a whole transition and shit.
Helping out the kids, there for your kids.
There for my kids, there for a lot of other people's kids. Like I say, I do dibble back with second call and do the intervention with him as he need me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, anytime or whatever. I'll pull up if he call me or whatever.
You're there.
Even
you're mentally ready now for that.
Yeah, I'm ready for that shit now. I'm prepared. You see, I'm here now with a bunch of Crips.
That's what's
I'm the only blood. I don't feel shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel a motherfucking thing. Mm-hmm. I'm comfortable and I'm at peace with myself. You know what I'm saying? Around everybody. In my younger days, it probably would have been right here, bro. The shirt would have been bigger because I would have been trying to hide it from y'all, but I would have had it on me. Or this interview wouldn't have been happening.
Right.
Or somebody else would have been right there with it outside the door with it on them looking like, what's happening? Talking to everybody. Like, it wouldn't have been no conversing. It just would have been a simple, what's going on with it? It would have been that's all it would have been.
Yeah, it would have been just that.
Humble, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but,
I feel you.
Yeah, I'm surpassed that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been past that. Like, I didn't involve myself with so many different positive things now, you know what I'm saying?
And that's a great thing, man. And we happy for you, man.
They didn't change cannabis to be overly legal now, so I'm trying to overly involve myself in that. I've been selling weed all my life now. I've been in jail for it. Now y'all make it legal. So I'm trying to do that with the
dispensaries and shit.
The dispensaries and the things that they doing for the minorities. We're giving them a chance at purchasing licenses and things like that or whatever. Cool. You know what I'm saying?
So you on it?
Yeah, I've been on top of all that. You know what I'm saying? Cool. I love to read. You know what I'm saying? Cool. So I try to involve myself in anything that's positive.
We love that, man.
The music, I'm trying to involve myself in music. Right. I got little homies that I'm trying to steer on a more positive note. I'm reaching out to other dudes who just need guidance, so that's reaching out to me. I'm accepting them. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Helping with managing and helping with producers and all kind of little shit.
Anything that has to do with positive shit.
Yeah,
positive
and if it turn $1. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about making $1 and helping the next man make $1 and help himself or whatever.
That's what it's about, man.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how I pretty much summed up my life.
Well, listen, man, Kaybe, I want to thank you, man, for coming by, man.
Sure,
it was an honor having you on the show.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You was definitely, it was real. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it, man.
Anytime, man.
You know what I'm saying? You already know. Let's give it up for Kaybe for coming through on that yard talk with your boy Pistol. You already know we out here on that west coast.
I know.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Told you that interview was gonna be legendary.
straight set it off. Seen that, right? He served his time. He's out. He's doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? He focused. You know, and he home. You know what I'm saying? And he, you know, listen. A lot of brothers, man, they go through a lot of shit, man, and you know, they learn. You know, you learn the hard way, man. You know what I'm saying? So he did his time. He's out. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have a lot of heart, man, to go into a bank at 16 and rob that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. But with that being said, man, you already know it's your boy Pistol, man. Dog in the yard.
Splash. 1, 2. This is a step. This is how gangsters do it. Splash. Step. 1, 2. I'm in a whole lot of zones. They look like colonoscopes. I got the white for the white boy that's sniffing the shit, then he ski down the slopes. I got the can for that lady that thinks she could take it, but know that she can't. I got that work for that work that's gonna work right after it works. Look, I put